Hello to all the P.I.M.O JWs around the world. I decided to go with Shrek today. Also, I want to say hi to all of the ex-JWs, the non-JWs, and the JWs, because I know you're watching. My name is Mackie P.I.M.O JW Jones, and I wanted to talk about the fake concern and the fake care and the love bombing and everything. I'm sure there's like a million trillion videos about it already, but we turn the air up because it's a little bit hot up in here. Just the phoniness of it all, you know. They act like they care about you until one, you get baptized, or two, you decide you don't want to study anymore. And then they forget all about you. See, there's no like genuine concern. It's only in the what's in it for me attitude. If they can't get you in, they're not gonna have no more dealings with you. Now they'll come by, stop by from time to time, but it's not because they care. It's because they're trying to get their time in for the month. Yep, that's all that is. Whenever you, if you have a Jehovah's Witness family member that's always talking to you about Jehovah and everything, and then they go off about their business, it's not because they're trying to get you in. Sometimes it's more, well, they are, but it's more they're trying to get their time in. That's the most important thing to Jehovah's Witnesses, is to just, especially Jehovah's Witness pioneers, is to just get that time. It's so much pressure, especially for the pioneers, to get that time in. You know, I gotta get this time in oriented that it's hard to even care about anything else. So that Jehovah's Witness family member that you got don't really care about you. They only spending time with you to use you as field service time a lot of times. You know, that's what they do. And if they can't get you, they may try to get your kids. You know, you might have that family member that, oh, let me take the kids over. And then what do? They put JW Become Jehovah Friend series and all of the cartoons in front of the kids to get the field service time in. Then once their field service time is met, they don't want you. Hey, you can come get these kids. You know, they don't genuinely care about nobody. But they try to act like they do. See, it's sad. Like, when was the last time a Jehovah's Witness actually hung out with somebody that's not a witness just for the fun of it? Don't worry, I'll wait. No, because they're told not to. You're only to have fun with other Jehovah's Witnesses. And they're talking about they're not a cult. That's a cult, bro. That's a cult. Any organization that tell you can't talk to anyone, especially if you disfellowshipped, any organization that tell you what you can and can't do, what you can and can't, who you can and can't associate with, who you can and cannot marry, how you should date, what job you should have, because you can't have every job. If you're a stripper, you better find another job before you start a Bible study or talking about coming to an unbaptized publisher. You got to quit that stripper job. You got to quit that job working at the casino, my man. You got to quit that job working at the tobacco plant, bro. You might not be able to even work at a dispensary. Because what do dispensaries sell? weed, edibles, you know, it ain't just CBD. You may not even be able to work at 7-Eleven because they sell cigarettes. It's ridiculous. You may not even be able to work at the gas station, bro. If you're talking about working there, what they gonna do? Oh, could you get somebody else to sell these cigarettes to him because I can't because it's against my religion? How stupid is that gonna look? And you wonder why Jehovah's Witness religion ain't growing, because it's just stupid shit like that. You know? I'm going off on a tangent, but actually I'm not. You have to give up so much of your livelihood. You know, it's not you're never comfortable. You can never be comfortable because they keep pushing you. And they're never gonna say, well done. They're gonna be like, you can do more. Because once they tell you, oh, you've done you did a good job, they'll tell you keep up the good work, but if they tell you a little too much like that, they're gonna think you're gonna lax off on it. You know, it's kind of like they don't want you to get off that hamster wheel. I don't want to say it's like weight loss. I was just about to say that, but with weight loss, at least there's like end result. You know, and at least if you're going through the maintenance phase of eating right and exercising, at least you're still healthy. See? But when it comes, let's get back to the caring part. Like I said, they only care about you. They only seem like they care about you because they're using you as field service time. So if y'all go to the park, okay. You know, if you throw a scripture at them every 5 minutes or so, you counting them as field service time. You know? Or sometimes they'll try to bribe you. Oh, let me take you out to lunch. Oh, let me help you with the groceries. They're not going to do that forever. They're only going to do that until you dip your head in the water. And then after that, they go on to the next. On to the next. Because that's what they're trained to do. They're really not trained to have too much of an emotional response. They're trained not to be too connected, especially with family. Okay, that's just how. It's not. That's how they're trained. That's how that's what they think they should do, because that's what Watchtower tells them. So, if a Jehovah's Witness seems a little standoffish to you, it's not that they are. It's just that's what they're taught to. That's how they're taught to be. You know, I don't want to say cut them some slack, but it's a fear thing. You know, they're scared. They feel like that's the only way they could be. Standoffish, can't go out with, you know, I'm not allowed to do this, I'm not allowed to do that. You know, I've got the awkward stares before because I used to say the same stuff. I'm like, what? You're Jehovah's Witness? They can't do that? Really? What? You know? And then some of them go as far as, I heard that they don't believe in Jesus and da-da-da-da-da. So, you know, but either way, they look at Jehovah's Witnesses as weird, you know? Especially once they get to know one, or once they get to be acquainted with one, because they're not really going to get to know one. Unless you're a P.I.M.O. like myself and befriend worldly people anyway. You know, once you get to that point, you're not going to be weird. you don't have that weird thinking anymore after that. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. The lack of really genuineness. There's no organic relationships. It's all sprayed with pesticides, which is what's looking like what they're doing here in front of me. No, they're just landscaping, and they're doing a really nice job on these bushes too. You know, but yeah, you know, it's just the lack of caring. It's bogus. It's really bogus. You know, they take advantage of people who are vulnerable, people who really don't have that kind of love that they are looking for in maybe friends or family, and they find it in Jehovah's Witnesses. But what they don't realize is that it's fake. Now you're trapped because you got baptized, and now on to the next. They go on now. You right on along there with them, knocking on doors trying to get people in. That's not love. That's recruitment. That's initiation. You know, and then to indoctrination. So this is Shrek. I mean, this is Mackie, P.I.M.O. J.W. Jones. Question everything. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. And don't be afraid to do outside research. I love you all. Peace out.